This is really a classic. The old, what do you do when your dog's digging at something underneath your porch?
Or millennia high anxiety about an animal that could possibly be in the dirt that a dog might smell.
Exactly. I had a friend reach out to me and they were kind of panicky, which I think a lot of people get when their pet is digging at something, potentially an animal, could hurt an animal, don't know what it is, don't want them to get hurt scenario. And because they knew me, and I know Michael, and
It's a dog.
and he likes me so much.
They like to dig. Dogs like to dig.
We're going to go out and see exactly what this is going to be.
Okay, here's my prediction.
Hold on.
My prediction is that it's a meadow vole with a V hole, and the dog can smell the meadow vole. And dogs are dogs. They like to dig and chase things.
It's kind of good, though. You can kind of go into your little detective brand mode, you know?
It's always that thing, you know, you gotta look for the clues, you gotta look, see what. But the first thing we're gonna do is walk in there, talk, see what the customer knows. And then we're gonna let the dog loose so I can watch the dog, see what the dog knows. And between those two things, I might be able to figure it out.
Well, I hope it's a friendly dog.
If it's not, it'll be like this raccoon bite. It's just another bite in the skin, you know?
That was,
You like that? Let's see if we got any blood. I love these little conversion units.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Did a
knock
good
down
job
the
on
old,
this.
bring in the new. Why not?
Still an urban environment. Still 10 times as many wild animals in this area. But you know, the big thing is when you're in an urban environment, everybody has pets and small children. And when you're interacting with pets and small children and wildlife, you're going to have concerns. So I'm here to figure out what's really going on.
Yeah, and even with like a brand new facility like this, still encountering wildlife.
Oh yeah, because I mean, this land has always been here. There was some kind of house on it. There was probably a dilapidated house on this, and they just kept the basement walls, and the raccoons were living in here for years. That looks like a dog.
Yeah, he's probably the one that's finding the animals.
Like,
What's up, guys?
hey, how are you?
He's right here.
Are you the one finding all the animals?
Hello.
He's like, I'm in here. I called you guys.
Hello.
I detected some animals.
Oh, my mic!
Harvey drop. No. Harvey, no. Good boy.
Hey, how's it going? First, it's just kind of, you guys tell me exactly what's been going on.
Sure.
Then I'm going to go look, and then we're going to turn the dog loose out there so I can see how he reacts to the area.
I'll show you. He's been a nuisance. He doesn't ever dig, and this is the first time in 8 years he's actually started digging a hole in the back. So,
Okay.
Whatever. Telling him, Harvey, come.
All right.
And
Well, he definitely likes camera microphones.
yeah, he just
Yeah.
a good boy.
He's like that camera microphone is really. It's funny because our owls love that camera microphone too.
You know, a couple weeks ago, I was telling you he dug up the line. So that you can see that right here.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of area right there
He's
in the ground.
dug through there.
This is where Harvey started really digging during my meeting. That's what I was posting about on Facebook when you saw my post. And then over here, he'll get halfway underneath the deck. So
A nice little cubby hole.
Yeah, he's just like in it, underneath there. So
Okay.
something-
All right,
under.
so he is after an animal, but it's not a big deal, okay?
No.
Because it's an eastern mole.
Oh.
All right. And so what happens whenever they do these types of conversions like this, you won't have anything come in here at all, because what they did is they tore down a house here.
Yeah.
And they redid all this landscaping.
Exactly.
They put a retaining wall in, they leveled all this, and so any habitat that was back here at the time just got destroyed, you know. And so now it's starting to heal and it's starting to come back. And what happens is the moles, when they were doing this construction,
Well, how can you tell?
well, so the big way is you can see right here there's a mole underground right here. You see the cracks in the ground right here?
Oh, yeah, I've seen those before.
So yeah, it's underground. And dogs are very sensitive.
Yes.
They can feel with their whiskers, they can feel the vibrations of a mole digging in the ground. They can hear way better than we can.
Yes.
And they can smell the mole. And so when the mole comes into our yard, the dog is like, wait, this is my yard. I'm a canine. I'm a wolf.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this thing.
Yeah,
you know?
especially this guy.
Now, the great part about it is that it's really good and beneficial for the dog, like big time, okay? because not only does he have instinctive canine engagement now,
Yeah.
but it's good for him from a psychological point of view because he gets to work out some of these instincts that he has that are always being suppressed.
Sure.
We humans suppress canines so much.
I know.
We like to box them into what we want them to be.
Right.
You
but
know?
They're animals.
So when they did all this construction, the moles went that way. All right? They didn't go away. Now, over time, they've fallen over that edge, and once a mole falls over or comes in from that area, especially from uphill, they're subterranean. Okay, they have problems digging in this clay type soil when it's dry like it is right now.
Right.
So they go for shady, easy places that stay moister. When it rains and it softens everything up, he's going crazy. He's looking for earthworms, and so he's just chasing earthworms. So you may not have any here because you don't have any loam or topsoil at all. Like this is, there's like no topsoil here. This is really hard, compact clay. And what they did is they put a net down for erosion control, and then they planted grass. And so if we were to dig this up, there's a piece of netting kind of stuff underneath it.
I bet. And I think this might be like a little area something's getting out, because that was never like that. So
That is a possibility.
maybe.
But it hasn't been used in a while.
They just came over here and put a bunch of soil down after reburying that line. So
Did they put this erosion, or that's part of what
that
was here
because
originally?
they put sod down.
Yeah, that's the erosion control. If the mole, like after the rain, is when you should really pay attention, when it softens up and the mole can move into this yard.
Yeah.
Like right now, the mole can't move around very much. And the other thing is, he may not even be here anymore. He may have went down the side of the house over here and gone other places trying to find earthworms. Earthworms don't like this soil either, because it's too compact and they really can't eat, like they do. But if the dog started digging a line out here in the middle of the yard, and I'm not talking about digging up the shallow cable, but I mean, you'll know it because he's like really getting after it. It's because the mole went through this way and the dog's like, I know you're in there, I'm going to get you. Then you might want to consider a trapping program, to trap the mole. When I'm doing an investigation trying to figure out what an animal is, I want to know everything and then I want to look for myself to see if I can figure it out. And then I always like to invite the dog out to see how the dog reacts, So if the dog comes out and he's way more interested in us at this point, then that tells me that the animal is secondary to him, and it's just something that he's doing canine instinct.
Yeah. I'll tell you, when I let him out back, he'll just come and lay in the grass and bask in the sun and just roll around. But these days, the last 3 days in particular, he doesn't do that. He is going right for these corners.
So from my perspective, what you just told me is that normally he doesn't act like a dog.
Yeah.
And then just recently he started acting like a dog.
He started acting like a dog for the first time in 8 years.
Yeah.
Is he making a lot of ruckus when he's out here too?
The day that I first heard him and he got covered in the mud right there, he did make a lot of ruckus.
Did you say he got covered in the mud?
Yeah.
Why? Was it?
It was
it
actually
had rained.
It had rained and it was softer under there. It was a couple of days ago. Actually, that was last week.
Yeah, during the hailstorm
that was last
thing.
Week. And he ended up being covered in mud, but also dirt because it was a day or so after the rain. So he had it all here. It was all on his black muzzle. So, but the day that this all got dug up, I don't think it was him because he had nothing on him. Just looked like a pristine, clean, not dog. This time around, he looked just covered in it.
Yeah, so when the ground gets softened up, the mole can move. And if the mole's moving, then he can hear it, sense it.
Yeah. So that's probably what happened that day.
Yeah, it probably
and
is.
since then, he's just been sniffing it out. So may still be there. Not really sure, but I suspect
let's invite him out.
I took off my mic cap.
Oh, there you go. You changed out. No, that's good.
He's not more interested in you.
See if he likes this one better.
I think he's kind of keyed in on the camera already.
Oh, he's waiting right by the door.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's up, Harvey?
Nice.
What do you think?
How's it going, bud?
He's definitely got a good sniffer on him.
Canes, I got bit
Let's smell over
yesterday
here. He's
by
smelling
raccoon.
over here. Come here.
And But raccoons
You smell
are
anything
very
down here?
agile. They're climbers, and
Is this you
they
digging over
don't
here
like
too?
confrontation. So he may confront them, but they're going to climb that wall
Anything?
and get out.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
It's
Possums?
clear? Okay.
They don't carry any disease.
Hey, it was an animal. That's all
Deadly.
I'm saying. Like, it wasn't just anxiety, you know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, we knew there would be some kind of animal involved. But, you know, it's that phantom menace of not knowing exactly what it is because, you know, that's not their realm, you know. And so in their mind, it could be anything. Like everything is possible, including the chupacabra. I mean, it could be anything.
Poor Harvey, he can't protect himself.
Yeah, I was really worried for Harvey.
So do you have any follow-ups for the mystery animal?
Well, first, I want to say congratulations to the Bergs. They just got married. Here's the many years of successful marriage.
Yeah, congrats, you two.
Yeah, don't ever worry about what that mystery animal in the backyard's going to be.
Hey, I guess if another animal's popped up, you can call us too.
That's it, too. Hey, what about you? If you found a golf ball size hole in your backyard, what animal do you think made it?
Ooh, a little mystery question.
I just want to know down in the comments.
Okay.
Golf ball size hole in your yard. What is it?
I think of Caddyshack first. That's what I think of.